Good Tuesday morning, meaties. Not Monday. We're a day late this week. Not a late, postponed. I had stuff to do yesterday. Good stuff, so don't worry about it. It was good stuff. How's everyone doing? Welcome to your weekly live stream about the latest in horror news and dead meat updates. Shout out to Sydney Michelle for being the first person in the chat to say hello. Good morning, Sydney. Hope you're doing all right. Well, yeah, I guess we can just get into it. Thank you, Nicole Clay, for saying you missed me. I missed this too yesterday. You know, I enjoyed how I started my week yesterday, but wasn't the same without this stream. So we'll get going on this today. Was it Super Bowl related? No, it was not. I did not watch the Super Bowl. I watched the very end of it. I just waited until like the end and then was like, all right. And then it tied and I was like, all right, I'll be back in like 10 minutes, I guess. And then I watched the actual end, but no, had the Lions been playing, I would have watched the entire game. I am a fair weather football fan. If my team's not there, I'm not interested. I did not watch Ursher, no. Heard he did well, though. I like him, so glad he did. All right, let's get to the horror news, and thank you, Cool Shirt Kid. Appreciate that. All right. That Jurassic World movie still happening, the new one, but we don't have a director for it yet. I guess it was supposed to be David Leitch, not sure how to say his last name, but he is no longer in talks to direct the film. This is coming from Deadline. It was an amicable parting, so that's nice, but the weird thing about this one is that they really want to stick to this release date of July 2nd, 2025, which is, you know, less than a year and a half away, which for a movie this big, which I don't even know if they have a script for it yet, because it's an all new cast and story. It's not building off of Chris Pratt's badass character and Bryce Dallas Howard, so it seems dumb to me that you want to stick to a release date. But then you know what? I've been guilty of the same thing, to be honest. I've done the same thing. We've had kill counts on the schedule, and things will be getting real bad, and I'll be like, no, we gotta make that deadline. So, you know, it happens. Yes, there is a new Predator film. Not necessarily a sequel to Prey, so I guess I was misleading in my title for this live stream. I apologize for that, but it is going to see the return of director Dan Trachtenberg, who did direct Prey, who earned an Emmy nomination for Prey. And it's not a sequel to Prey. I'm sorry. I'm a fucking liar. It's called Badlands, though, not the Terrence Malick film. And we don't know anything about it. It might be set in the future. So, and it will also feature a female lead. That's about it. That's all we got. He co-wrote the story with Patrick Asen. And Asen is writing the screenplay. And also, this isn't the only Predator film in the works. They're doing a bunch of them, I guess, or at least more than one, and hopefully get that samurai one. Everyone wants it. Why not do it? Don't be like Lost, where it was like, oh, all the fans want this thing and they guessed that this thing was gonna happen, let's do something else. Just make it. Everyone wants it. All right. And the other thing in the title is the new Evil Dead. Did I watch the Quiet Place Day 1 trailer, Random Water Bottle? I have not, but it's queued up here, so we'll all watch it together. All right? I have not seen it. I wait to watch these trailers until we're doing these streams. New Evil Dead film. The filmmaker, a French guy, Sebastian Vanacek, not sure, said he wants to make it a nasty film, a film that hurts. So, not sure if he'll be going the route of the 2013 remake or what, but yeah, I guess it's an untitled spin-off film. We got this filmmaker attached to direct. I think that's it. A lot of early goings on in these news articles. He mentions that Sam Raimi giving him 100% creative freedom, which is really cool, and it will have a French twist. So, what does that mean? Does that mean a little bit of champagne in there? I'm not sure. Okay, that was from Bloody Disgusting. If It Bleeds, this is from Fangoria, is a anthology horror film starring a bunch of my friends. Catherine Corcoran is going to be leading it. I believe, yeah, she's the lead. And I believe I met Justin Miles, but he's in Yule Log, which, again, if you haven't seen Adult Swim's Yule Log, great movie. Check that out. By Casper Kelly, who did Too Many Cooks. Doug Jones, everyone loves Doug Jones. Look at that little picture of him. A little fancy lad there. Can we get a bigger? Can we zoom in on this? I don't know what this is from, but sorry, D. Excuse me, D. Excuse me. Look at that little lad. He's a very nice man. And Chrissy Fox was another good friend of ours. And of course, Steve Wallace. So lots of people in this, directed by Matthew Hirsch. And maybe I was on the set of this one night. I'm not sure. We'll see. If It Bleeds, it'll be coming out sometime. That Ryan Coogler and Michael B. Jordan movie that we had been talking about, the horror film that these two are doing, it has been picked up. It's at Warner Brothers. It came down to Warner Brothers and Universal. Good job, Warner Brothers. Getting it. I still don't think we know anything about it. Besides that. Oh, wait, no. We know a little bit about it, right? I always forget the details of these. When they're nebulous projects and when I don't have something visual to look at and glom onto, it's hard for me to remember if we've gotten plot details. No, that's a different thing. Okay. No, they're hush hush. I'm not wrong. They're hush hush. So, shut the fuck up about it. Although it may be a period thriller involving the undead, so there might be that. Ben keeps saying that this is a win for East Bay kids, so I'll just voice that. Just because without Ben, we wouldn't have these live streams. He's the one who collects all the news and puts them in a spreadsheet for me and makes it possible to do them. So thank you, brand manager and producer Ben. Doing great work as always. Hunter Schafer and Noomi Rapace are going to be in a horror film called Palette, which is about people's synesthesia, which is a condition where you are able to hear colors. Chelsea has that. I always forget that she has synesthesia. I don't know. I don't think it's like an extreme case of it. Probably whatever will be depicted here will be a much more extreme version. But yes, see, even Ben, who has worked for us for years, is unaware that Chelsea has synesthesia. We should talk about it sometime, maybe on the podcast, and see, because I forget what she says about what colors have. They at least have like feels to her. But yeah, maybe that's why she's so fucking creative. I don't know. Meth, thanks, and Jake. Wow, Jake, thank you. The baby face mask that used to appear in the background of your videos. I do have it. It's Babyface from Happy Death Day. Yeah, I got a closet full of masks, man. I got a whole ass closet full of masks. It's in there somewhere. That one I remember is a very thick mask. It's not like a thin plastic one. That's like a thick mask. But yes, this is in addition to Hunter Schafer's Cuckoo, which I believe has a teaser trailer out. But yeah, horror movie about synesthesia. Sure, that sounds cool. Great. Corey Hawkins and Willem Dafoe are going to be in a movie called The Man in My Basement. Corey Hawkins was the lead in Last Voyage of the Demeter, which we covered on the podcast. Liked his performance a lot, and Willem Dafoe is always fantastic. Always good. And this is this a period film, or is my brain just melding this with that Lovecraft story, The Ballad of Black Tom, I think, or at least the H.P. Lovecraft's story as rewritten by an author whose name escapes me at the moment, but so this might not be a period piece, but good actors there. Cuckoo, like I just mentioned, is a film starring Hunter Schafer and Dan Stevens. I like Dan Stevens because he's in The Guest, and The Guest fucking rules. great low-key Halloween film. Oh, he's also Dr. Dre in Straight Outta Compton, Jack. Thank you for that. Not Dan Stevens. That would be quite a casting choice. No, Corey Hawkins is Dre in Straight Outta Compton. Yes, Dan Stevens is in Apostle. He was also the Beast in the Beauty and the Beast live action thing. And yeah, this movie is by Tillman Singer, who did Loose from 2018, which I went to go watch, but as I mentioned in a previous live stream, I'm back on the fucking sea. I'm back hooked on the fucking Sea of Thieves. So what I've been doing to make that time a little less useless is I'll be watching movies that I need to watch on the other monitor while sailing around and collecting loot to add numbers to things that don't matter at all. But I went to go watch Loose, but then I realized it was subtitled, and you can't do that. You can't have the subtitled movie on the other monitor while you're playing a game. That one doesn't work. It has to be English language so that you can, actually get a lot of it. So I was unable to watch that film when I went to, but I will at some point because I want to be prepared for whatever Cuckoo is. Because it's, let's see, a 17-year-old leaves her American home, the German Alps, and her father's boss takes a interest in her mute half-sister. Okay, sure. Oh, we got a little teaser. This is just a little teaser. Let's see. So a little teaser's not going to really show us anything, but let's see what the vibes are.
Giving you the chance to be of great use in our quest for preservation. The adolescent needs to be trained.
All right, butterfly knife. I don't know what that was, but it got me. And this is Neon doing this, along with Neon's also doing Long Legs and Immaculate. Pretty cool, Neon. Way to step into the horror space. Well, they've been there, but Game of Thrones stars Sophie Turner and Kit Harrington are reteaming on. Of course, it's a gothic horror film, and of course, it takes place against the War of the Roses. That just seems to make sense for those actors. Gothic horror, yeah, we'll see what that's like. I'm imagining something quite dreary, but cool. And what else? Oh yeah, Conjuring 4 will be the last Conjuring film in the main series, at least. So we'll see how that goes. Did I see that? Yeah, I saw the third one. I believe it's going to be directed, yes, by the guy who did the third one, The Devil Made Me Do It. He also directed The Nun 2, which I sadly have not seen. Sorry, Bonnie. I'm sorry. But this is good. David Leslie Johnson McGoldrick, which is such a mouthful of a name, is going to be writing the screenplay. He wrote The Orphan and Orphan First Kill. So that's good, right? That's good. I like those movies. Dave Franco and Alison Brie are starring in a horror film together. Oh, he also wrote Conjuring 2 and 3, and both Aquamans. Okay, I haven't seen those, but yes, they've starred in a movie before, a couple of times, and then last year they did a film that they co-wrote, and then she starred in it, and he directed. But this is going to be a horror film together about codependency. Oh, they all Brie also starred in James Franco's directorial debut in 2020, which was also a horror film, The Rental. I didn't see that one. Huh. Anyone see The Rental? Is that any good? Turn the music back on, thank you. The Rental is good. The Rental was kind of meh. Okay. It's a downer? Oh, okay. I think I watched The Rental. Huge endorsement from Sapphic Hazard, who believes they may have possibly watched The Rental at some point in the past. Great. It's like mumblecore horror. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense with those two, I think. Okay. All right. And Smile sequel adds Dylan Galula to the cast. A lot of casting news today. That's, if you don't care about that, this is probably a bummer. Sorry. Just a lot of like, oh yeah, this project's got this person attached, and you'll see it in like 8 months. Have fun. That's all we got. That's all we got as far as the news goes, but we do have some trailers to watch, so at least we can watch those, right? Oh, Jeremy Allen White was in The Rental. That guy doing a lot lately. Between The Bear and I can't believe I always fucking forget the name of the wrestling movie. Once I see it, I'll remember. And I really want to see it. Iron Fist. Iron Claw. Iron Claw. It's a claw, not a fist. Close hand fist is illegal in pro wrestling. Do you know that? Can't. This is technically, you can't do a clenched fist punch to someone in professional wrestling. That's technically illegal. You got to do like a loose like the Rock's little punches, or that's why chops are a big thing, or a forearm. But you can't just fucking clench up your fist and punch him in the face. And it's illegal in the scripted thing that we watch. Have I checked out Lisa Frankenstein? Yes, we watched that months ago. We got a cool screening of it. And then I did the interview or the game with Catherine and Cole, which was cool. And yeah, I really liked it. Chelsea loved it. And I think that if you're a teenage girl, you should watch it immediately because it might be right up your alley. And it will probably go down as like a cult film, especially with that demographic. Just a very fun thing. So yeah, I enjoyed it. And yeah, that video, if you haven't seen it, check it out because it's only 6 minutes, but it's a fun time. Just hanging out, playing a little cemetery superstition game with Catherine and Cole. Fun editing on that one from a guy named Austin who works at Made In, which is our YouTube network, and has been providing supplementary editing for us that we would be drowning without. We'll get more into that when we talk about Dead Meat news. But first, let's watch this trailer. A Quiet Place Day 1. Wow, that was when that kid died. Oh, there's a cat. Don't make me worried about this cat. Where's the cat? Where'd the cat go? Already? Come on. Please! Please! That guy's dead. Oh. There's the cat. Okay, cool. Oh. Bridge falling was cool. I like that visual. Cool. You know what? I really liked the first Quiet Place. Why didn't they just build a house next to a waterfall? I can't build a fucking house. Anyway, I love the first Quiet Place. I thought it was great. Second one I thought was an unnecessary sequel that didn't add too much to it, but I'm very interested in this. Very interested in this. This is directed by, as Ben is pointing out, the guy who directed Pig, which was a great film. Oh yeah, Alex Wolff is in this. Jimon Hansu, I believe that's how you say. That's cool that he'll be in it, because then maybe that will mean his character, maybe that'll give purpose to his appearance in the second film. Because boy, does he just show up at the end, and then it just kind of ends. God, that second movie it's such a weird film that feels like it ends as it gets going. I don't know. That second one's weird, but I'm excited for day one. Looks like a lot of action. Looks like a lot of kills to count. So we'll definitely be covering that. And yeah, can't wait for that. Cool. Nice. This is Late Night with the Devil. This might be my most anticipated horror film of the year. People always ask that. What are you most looking forward to in 2024 for horror? I think stop motion will be cool. I think those neon films all look really interesting. But if I had to pick one, it'd probably be Abigail looks awesome. But if I had to pick one, I think Late Night with the Devil. I know so many people who have seen it, and we are not amongst those people. We have not seen this. Jack Acevedo, they say that they just saw it at Comic-Con, hosted by David Dastmalchian, and they said it fucking rules, so I really want to see it. Can't wait. Opens in theaters March 22nd, so not too far off. Like 6 weeks. Let's see what the actual trailer is, and this will probably be, I'm going to watch this once, and then that's it. Then I'm done watching stuff for this. I just want the rest of it to be a surprise, so. What's the upcoming movie with stop motion called? It's called Stop Motion.
On Halloween night, 1977, America gathered around for a live TV event that shocked a nation. What happened was real. What you are about to see is the recently discovered master tape of what went to air that night.
Oh, cool. Nice. A little bit of found footage framing device. David's such a good actor.
With Mr.
Ladies and gentlemen, now, here's Mr. Mitch Jack Talbot.
Late Night with the Devil.
Oh, cool. Oh, cool. I'm so excited about that. I didn't know. I knew it took place in the past. I didn't know it was 1977, like 70s. Love that. Love that aesthetic. Hell yeah. I'm so excited for that. Great. That is by far what I'm looking forward to the most. Can't wait to see it. And then the last trailer we have is Night Shift, which I'm less familiar with. Let's just go into it blind. Let's see what's up.
It's Gwen, right?
Gwen Taylor.
Teddy Miles. This is my place. Look, I know it looks as if the damn Addams family used to live here. But trust me, this place is harmless. Huh! Really gotta get this thing fixed. Oh, boy. Now, we got 20 cabins, all are basically identical. If you take to the job, then maybe we can make it a regular thing.
All right, it'd be great. What kind of security do you have here?
Security? Well, if you want, there's a fire axe next to the vending machine. Nobody's gonna mess with you if you're swinging that thing around, you know what I'm saying? Welcome to the night shift.
Excuse me. Are you okay?
You know this place is haunted, right?
Oh, hey.
God.
How does this dump even stay open?
People probably died here, right?
In other news, authorities have yet to apprehend a convicted murderer who escaped a facility Wednesday evening.
It's for you.
Are you going to show me to my room?
China Brothers. I don't know them. The aesthetic of the title card doesn't quite... I guess it's neon lights like the motel has. But it feels more retro than the rest of the movie seems. But, I don't know, that looks kind of cool. I don't know Phoebe Tonkin, but Patrick Fischler was in Lost and Mad Men and Mulholland Drive. I always love when that guy pops up. He's a great character actor. So, cool to put him in there. And, yeah, of course, I also thought The Strangers Pray at Night with the motel kind of setting, even though that was like a trailer park, but it felt a little similar with the neon and everything. I think a motel, late night, that's a great setting for a horror film. I think the only one I can think of is, what was that weird mindfucky one? Identity, which was kind of more of a thriller. That was like a motel. So, yes, it was Identity. Thank you, Squeak Stevens. Cool. Great. Fun stuff. I love horror. God, I love horror. I don't know if you knew this, but I'm gonna reveal something about myself today. I like horror. It's pretty good. If I had to pick, gun to my head, favorite film genre, I might pick horror. Yeah, I don't know. Just so you know. All right, let's fucking put that music back on, baby, at a reasonable volume. We're getting it. Months into this thing. Let's talk about some dead meat news, baby. What do we got coming up on the channel? What's coming up? Well, let's talk about what has just come out. The Lost Boys kill count came out Friday. Did you see it? Might not have. Judging by that. Never would I have when Puppet Master came out and did poorly, I was like, all right, it's Puppet Master. Guess people don't like the schlock. Lost Boys is doing so much worse than Puppet Master. And no, not just because it's been out for a week less. That they normalize it. They're like, in the first week, this video's gotten this. Either people don't care about Lost Boys or something's going on. I don't know, man. I don't know. I thought that Lost Boys was a known film, or at least better known than Puppet Master. I don't know. Check it out if you haven't seen it. It's out. A lot of people want it, so it's out. There it is. You can watch it if you want. And then on Sunday, we have the urban legend They Talk. It's the 3rd episode of the 2nd season of They Talk. Check that out. It's so good. Chelsea... She was great in the last run of They Talk, which I think was before she started doing voice acting seriously. But, man, the difference is incredible. It's such good voice acting. It's so fucking good. My Scream episode comes out on Sunday. It's me. It's just my voice. I'm just yelling in a mask. It's embarrassing to put that up next to Chelsea's work in the urban legend They Talk, which her fucking... performance is so goddamn good. I'm so proud that she is able to do this. She's wanted to forever. It was always that thing where it was like, I bet I would be good at that. That'd be a fun thing to do. God, I wish I could kind of pursue that. She always talked about voice acting like that the entire time we've been together, and to see her actually pursue it seriously in the last few years and then find success is so rewarding and awesome. I love it for her. She's so fucking good at it, and it's exactly what she should be doing. She loves doing it, so it's awesome. It's really cool. So watch Urban Legend They Talk. It's a great episode, and yeah, Chelsea makes it. And great work by Zoran, of course, who wrote it, and who, as you'll see in that, is doing a lot more of putting comping in the character into different things. You'll see that in Scream 2 a bunch. That They Talk will be out on Sunday, and then that'll be it for They Talk for now. We will get a finale of Halloween 2, but that is way more work than expected, and so that's not going to be out on the originally planned date of, what is that, Sunday? It's like 2 Sundays or whatever. It was gonna be Sunday the 25th. We will not have Halloween 2 They Talk. That'll be out indeterminate time in the future. Okay? Any news about the podcast next week? No, that usually is figured out pretty last minute, to be honest, the whatever podcast episode we're doing. We're gonna change that, but as I was saying in previous live streams, man, we have been swamped with the stacking of projects between They Talk, which is just about done, at least for us. Zorn's still in They Talk world. Production Tales from Hell, which is just about done. I think all 5 of those episodes are just getting mixed and colored now. And the Horror Awards, which we filmed at Vidiots in Eagle Rock, Los Angeles. But there's still a lot of work to be done on that. They, the little, like, for each nominee, the thing talking about them. So, like, when we're like, oh, the practical effects, the nominations include Megan. And then we talk about Megan's practical effects. Those segments are what I'm still working on. We had writers go through them and write them out. But, like, the Horror Awards is my favorite thing that we do, that and the Rumble. But I don't want to just take what one of our writers wrote and be like, that's great, send it off. I have to get in there and I have to, like, watch all the behind the scenes stuff myself, just in case there's other cool shit that I find personally interesting that I want to include in there. So it could be done with its writing if I was able to let go, but I can't. I have to get in there and watch all this shit myself. So I'm still working on those, but some of them are done and being covered, and we have most of the presenter videos in, so it's all coming together. It'll be there. It'll be out on time, March 3rd. But yeah, really excited about that. Dead Meat Horror Awards, March 3rd. We've also been releasing the nominees for each category daily, starting last Monday. And so we've released the nominees for Best Stunts or Choreography, Best Digital Effects, Best Practical Effects, Best Kill, Best Villain. Yesterday, we released the nominees for Best Supporting Actor, and today will be Best Lead Actor. And all that will leave is Director, Remake or Sequel, and Best Original Film. So those are our 10 categories. By Friday, you will know all the nominees. And then, you can watch them ahead of time. Check them out. What happened to the They Might Be Giants podcast with Gressel, Juno? Oh, man, why you gotta ask that? Why you gotta stab that into me? That's one, because I remember tweeting this 2 years ago. I tweeted, "This is the year that I make this happen." I'm tweeting so that it's a promise to myself, and I did not keep that promise. I did not. It's just one too many things for us right now. When some other projects wind down, at that point we will pursue that. We are very much planning on it, and I have paid someone to do research on those albums so that I can, have those materials ready for it, but we don't have the time. We don't have the time to do an additional podcast. It'll happen eventually. It's a thing that we've always wanted to do, so it'll happen, but okay. What else we got? Smile is this week's kill count. So we've got it monetized, but in order to do that, we had to blur a lot. Had to blur so much of it. So I literally, I got so mad editing it with all the stuff we had to blur that I decided to film a quick little intro on my phone where I apologize for all the blurs. So, and I also included some, over the blurs, some text occasionally being like, "It'd be fucking great to show you this." So, maybe had I waited until the next morning, maybe I would have been like, all right, cooler heads. Maybe I won't do this. I'm not like being a dick or anything, but I am clearly frustrated in the intro to Smile, where I have a shitty little phone video where I'm like, here's the Smile kill count, real sorry about how fucking blurred it is. Not my fault. Here you go. It's monetized though, which is good, so we can pay our crew. That's always nice to pay our employees, but you will see some passive aggressiveness in the Smile kill count, unless you're a patron, unless you fork over $1, and then you can watch it uncensored. So there you go. That's fine. There's sass. Yeah, there's sass for sure. There's sass in there. And sometimes, again, maybe sometimes I should just wait until the next morning to decide if it's a good idea or not. I think it's fine though. I wasn't like, I don't know, whatever. So we'll get Smile out on Friday. And then after Smile on Friday the 23rd will be From Dusk Till Dawn. That kill count will be out. That's a whole bunch of where would I watch it uncensored? Well, you can watch the movie. That's the best way to watch it uncensored because movies are good and are much better than YouTube videos. But to watch the uncensored kill count, which includes a lot of fun supplementary information like behind the scenes stuff, that will be on our Patreon for $1 a month. You can get the uncensored version. Yes. Yeah, From Dusk Till Dawn, I posted a picture of myself on set filming that because originally I was just going to wear the suit, and then last minute, right before I went up to film, I was like, Chelsea, can you do like a fake neck tattoo on me? And she took liquid eyeliner and did like George Clooney's neck tattoo from that movie in there. So fun little outfit in there. After From Dusk Till Dawn, I'm not going to tell you what's next. I'm not going to tell you what we have planned for Friday, March 1st. Because we don't know if it will be out. We want it to be out. But there's the potential that we could run into issues with it. I think that's all I'll say. So, it's uploaded, and we are currently going through processes with it regarding footage. So, well, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed that March 1st will be as planned with the episode, and that I don't get in trouble. We're just trying to do our fucking show, man. We're just trying to do our fucking show here, all right? Please don't get mad at us for promoting your movies. And then after that, all I'll say is we're going to do a franchise after that. After that, we're going to do an actual full-on franchise starting on Friday the 8th. I won't reveal what it is, but it's a franchise. No, it won't be we're just doing the first one. We're actually going to go through a whole series, so anyone who likes that. And that'll be coming out at the same time with Production Tales from Hell, which is fun. I think, is it? Yeah, it perfectly matches. So it'll be like Friday, kill count of the franchise, Sunday, Production Tales from Hell. It'll be a nice pairing. That'll take us all through April and into March. I'm sorry, reverse. It'll take us all through March and into the beginning of April. And then after that, we'll see what happens. So, it'll be good. That's all I want to reveal about that. Anyone who likes We Hate Movies, which is one of our favorite podcasts, we are returning. Today, we are filming the episode for Leprechaun 3 with them. In 2021 and 2022, for their Halloween Spooktacular episodes, we joined them to talk about Leprechaun and then Leprechaun 2. Last year, they invited us back to talk about Leprechaun 3, but unfortunately, that was during the strike, and we couldn't do it. So they were like, we'll do it in March for St. Patrick's Day, I assume. And so today, we're recording that episode. I think it'll be out next month, but we watched Leprechaun 3 last night. You know, when if you have a significant other and you probably like to hear them laugh, Chelsea was laughing her ass off the entire time watching Leprechaun 3. It was so enjoyable. That movie is the best Leprechaun. It's everything you want in a Leprechaun movie. It's so good. I can't wait to talk about it with them. They didn't like Leprechaun 1 or 2, the guys that We Hate Movies, and basically, if they don't like Leprechaun 3, it's over, man. It's over. We got nothing. If they don't like this Leprechaun, they're never gonna like any Leprechaun. But I hope they do, because Leprechaun in Space is also pretty great. I know originally I hated it, but no, it's by Brian Trenchard Smith, who also did Leprechaun 3. It is the same kind of just ridiculousness, and yeah, Van. So good. So good. Love fucking Leprechaun. I hope we can just keep doing that series with them every year. Anything else? Scream Dreams continues to come out every Wednesday, so tomorrow there will be another episode. Tomorrow's episode is with Greg Nicotero. If you're not aware, Scream Dreams is the horror podcast where me and Catherine Corcoran, who is my co-host and the person who runs it. Again, I don't do shit. All credit to Catherine Corcoran for running that, along with Bob Portal, our other producer there. It's by AMP. And so we're interviewing Greg Nicotero, which is really cool. I mean, that guy's a fucking makeup legend. It was so cool to talk to him. We've run into each other a couple of times just out in the wild, which is always entertaining because his son's a fan of Dead Meat, or at least was. And so he'll recognize me and I'll be like, oh, hey. And then he'll be like, yeah, my dad's here. And be like, oh, hey, Greg Nicotero. And then we actually got to sit down and talk, which is really cool. He did stuff for The Walking Dead. Yes, nowadays Walking Dead is probably his biggest thing. He's a producer on that. He does the makeup effects. He's been working on all the spin-offs. So, but he got started way back in Day of the Dead. He's been doing this, dude. And just K&B effects is all over pretty much every horror film. So we talk about a lot of stuff. It's called Scream Dreams Podcast. We're on YouTube. We're on anywhere podcasts are. So check out Scream Dreams. It's me, Catherine Corcoran, and Barbara Crampton. So another great horror legend. And yeah, great interview there. Recent interviews include Lynn Shay from Insidious, who is fucking wonderful. Dee Wallace was a recent interview. We've talked to Heather Langenkamp, Mike Flanagan, all sorts of really cool people. Great conversations. Chelsea was an early episode. Spencer was in there. Check them out. It's good stuff. Okay. Is that all? Is that all that's going on here? Not gonna reveal any more kill counts. And any other news down here? Nope. Smile and scream. Okay. Smile and scream, baby. Ah! All right. That's all we got. So thank you, everyone, for joining me for this postponed live stream. I'll see you next week. And in the meantime, check out all that fun stuff we got coming out, because there's a lot of it. We're putting it out. We're putting it out. No matter how much it kills us. Oh, WrestleMania. Dude, yeah, I'll give you my fucking WrestleMania thoughts. Last night, I looked at the calendar. I was watching Raw, and they're like, WrestleMania, April 6th and 7th. I was like, let me put that on the calendar. And I go to my calendar, and I'm going to be in Florida for Spookala. I'm going to be at a convention those days. I'm going to be... I'm actually, really upset about this. I'm really upset that... I'm excited to meet people at Spookala. I love doing horror conventions. I love it. But it actually kind of kills me that whole day I'm going to be sitting behind a table and I can't watch WrestleMania. And then WrestleMania is so fucking long. So I'm not going to be able to go back to the hotel room after I'm done with the convention and watch it, because it's so long. And we're going to be in Florida with other horror people who are going to be like, hey, let's go do stuff. And what am I going to do? No, sorry, I got to go watch wrestling in my hotel room by myself. And then after that, I don't even have a plane ride home after the convention that I could watch it on. I'm doing a family visit in Florida immediately after the convention ends. I don't know when I'm going to watch WrestleMania, and it's going to get spoiled for me. And I'm so sad. I'm so sad. I'm not gonna see Roman Reigns' 4-year-long championship end live. I can't believe this. I'm so sad. I'm so sad. Oh, the channel anniversary at a con is cool, yeah. April 7th is the anniversary of the first kill count coming out. I'll be at a convention for it. That'll be 7 years? That's cool. Not as cool as Roman Reigns losing the championship after 4 years. Man. So those are my thoughts. Also, it wasn't a work, it was a pivot. Don't be a fucking mark. I'm glad they pivoted, but it wasn't always gonna be that way, alright? We affected change. I'm glad we did it, and I'm glad they listened. But don't be a fucking... Cody's shit last SmackDown doesn't make any sense. Okay? They could make it make sense. They haven't yet. Not at WrestleMania. Don't be a fucking... You can acknowledge that they changed and that's good. But don't be like, oh, fucking, it was cooking the whole time. They knew what they were doing. No, fucking, come on. We all know Rock and TKO forced it, saw the backlash, and then pivoted. That's fine. But let's not pretend like we've been fucking worked because we're idiots and they're, no, come on. Get smart about it. All right. That's all I got. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.